Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Around OvenBreak. Sorry if I sound so congested. I literally just got back from eating, and you know what? I need to record immediately because I was like, wait, do I have any OvenBreak videos prepared? No? Uh-oh. Well, with that being said, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running again. Oh, hiccup. Stop. Quit it. Get out of my system. Anyways, welcome back to Operation Now Hiring. You obviously know what this whole entire event is about. What we need to do is we need to go ahead and run this stage being TRD test. So after that, we can probably have access to stage 3 and then some hard mode shenanigans, which I was able to already run in this once, I think in the last video, which I was able to get some evaluations done. There's 30 and then there's 50. I can get 80 and... Oh no, I just need another 80. Can I get that done in one more run? No, I gotta get like all of those. I need like... Man, so plumbing many coins. Oh, you know what? I kind of expected that to happen, but you know, let's go ahead and get started by running in this, get a bunch of coins, because most important thing here is not only getting points, but also getting coins, because we need a metric plub ton, and that's why I said a plub trick. So you know, who the plub cares? But you know what? I'm actually glad just to be, it's been so long since I've recorded OvenBreak, and by so long I mean like a week. Like when the update first came out, I like made like 6 videos and then like just took a break. And good news is now that I guess technically it's not good news because like, you know, birthdays only last for so long. But hey, since my birthday's now kind of, you know, finished up, except for just some ongoing like late birthday messages, which I'm very glad for. And I'm pretty sure actually, I think my sister should be coming later today, I think. Maybe, I don't know. But what I can tell you is, well, basically I can get back to our regularly scheduled content because now I could definitely get back to posting. I got a lot of shorts in store, and something I definitely want to do is like, oh, look at all those coins. Oh my gosh, cool. How did these not count as gold coins? I mean, do you see what I'm picking up right there? You see what I'm putting, am I picking up what you're putting down or whatever? I don't know, but at least Cream Puff is actually decent on energy, so I'm gonna be able to get through this pretty swimmingly. But all I know is there's going to be a lot of quantity in regards to running, and like quality. I mean, quality is pretty decent as long as I don't get hit, but like, gosh, look at all these gold, especially, I need to specifically pick up gold coins. Said, pleb, you know, oh, okay, yeah, coins right there, but that doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Well, that easily gets rid of that. Now I just need points in total, which is just, oh, it's so many. How did I get more points and I missed a coin thing before? Like, I don't bloody know. I just don't know. I don't know, Reggie. Whatever. I don't know why I'm trying to talk like this. I think maybe I'm trying to get my hyperactivity back in the dry, because I realize I'm going to have to run a lot more in this off camera just so I can plumbing, you know, do these missions, which sucks, but I also need to get the video out, so there's a chance that the video gets released late. And then I'm releasing a late short, but oh my gosh, you have no idea how excited I am to make a short, because like after getting permission from someone to like, you know, make a certain piece of content, because I always want to make sure, we're going to be talking about something interesting. There's actually like 3 or 4 topics I could be talking about, but you know what? I don't know which one to like pick and choose first. Like genuinely, I don't know which one to choose for. I think I may know, but you'll just have to bear with me on that one. So what, I only have like, well, I need to do each one like 2 or 3 more times. Give me this. Okay, gems, great. Let's check. 3 and 5. Oh, okay. So the point stuff, that's not bad. Just the coin stuff is going to be very painstakingly grind heavy to do. This is going to be great. Oh my gosh, let it be over. It's so plumbing close. Okay, these last few, right? Yes. It's done? It's done. Okay, I thought I finished the mission earlier, but fun fact, I had to do one more thingy on it. So can I get my thing? I got my evaluation prize. Thank you for the 1,000 gems. Why is it? Progress through the story of the T. I get it. Thank you for the lore. Okay, I gotta meet Baguette Cookie again. You've achieved some impressive results in a short time period. Some of you seem to even have a modicum of skill for speed reading and memorization. Keep the principles of time in mind during every test. We shape the past and future of countless cookies after all. Alright, I'll remember that. And because of that, you're giving me some... That's Timekeeper up there. Oh boy, here we go. Records really fly by so fast. I don't know what to look at first. I'm pretty good at speed reading, but this is still a bit much. What do you think we should be looking for as a divergence point? It has to be something related to cookies' lives, right? What about the Butterbear cookie made Lollipop cookie into a real cookie?
That's only changed the Lollipop cookie, though. It wouldn't have reflected the lives of other cookies. What about when Petai Dragon Cookie gave Fire Spirit his powers? Do you think that could have influenced the timeline? You know, I'd love to meet a dragon. If it just happened once, I think I'd be the same as Lollipop Cookie situation. What about Aloe Cookie's fixed cyborg cookie? Would that be considered as just affecting one cookie's future, or would it count as changing the trajectory of cookie kind? I don't think we should be looking at things as individual events. It's not the events that matter, but what might cause a divergent timeline to gain such influence. It needs to be trimmed.
This is so hard. I spent my entire life thinking all I need to know was about time was how to read a clock.
You're all working hard. Let me give you all some advice.
The timekeeper cookie?
Don't get caught up on thinking of what's already recorded is all there is Don't get caught up thinking that what's already recorded is all there is to time.
Timekeeper cookie? That's just going to confuse the interns more.
I'm just trying to get them to think out of the box. After all, there are portions of time that no cookie has ever explored. But that's it for my little tips. Good luck, everyone.
Are they talking about the temporal barrier? Okay, time's up. Take turns presenting your findings, starting with... Yes, you. I concluded that if Longan Dragon had not awakened, the dragons would not have faced the issues they did, so the divergence point had to be Longan Dragon's awakening. Incorrect. You had the right idea focusing on the dragons, but Longan Dragon's awakening was not a divergence point. That was more of a consequence of the divergence itself. When it comes to the dragons, the proper divergence point would be when Longan Dragon asked the cookies to gather life powder. Had Longan Dragon used a different method to gain power, the cookies would not have disappeared from the timeline, and the other dragons would have made significantly different decisions. I thought that there was the awakening had to have the biggest influence.
Don't be so disappointed. I used to make a lot of mistakes like that too. Our manager here also thinks that it's important to learn as you work. I've determined that the corruption of Sea Fairy Cookie's tier caused a divergence. If the tier was not corrupted, Octopus Cookie would have not become Abyss Monarch Cookie, and Water Crab would be completely different from what it is today. The influence of the corruption on the remainder of the timeline makes it critical in the development of the events that came after it. So while the corruption itself may not have a major effect, it caused a buildup of events that changed the timeline we are in today. There's so many references and materials regarding related events that I could not cover them all in the 1 hour would be given, but there's enough available that I would be able to make inferences based on a few materials.
Excellent deduction. That is the essence of what it works. That is the essence of what it is to work with the Time Registry Division and determine critical divergence points. Often the most major events cannot be narrowed down to just one point. You must get a grasp of all related time, both past and present, and even future, well, past and future, based on the materials available to determine the exact divergence point. I hope you all will take note of this.
Well, this just comes natural to some cookies, and that's okay.
I believe this hands-on experience and assessment of your abilities in Time Registry will have helped you all realize just how often timeline divergence occurs, as well as how even a small event can have a major impact on all timelines. I hope that you will apply this new understanding to the value of time and the weight of our responsibility to manage it to your upcoming assessments from the other divisions as well.
Baguette Cookie is always so serious. I'd almost like to see who's more serious between her and Pain the Campaign Cookie. I'll suggest it as if it were a possible event for the next department-wide gathering. Shall we move on to the next division then?
If you love how objects hold onto and describe time itself, you should come to the Relic Management Division.
This looks more like an eccentric vintage shop than a division at the TBD. You've got some guts to say that in front of the division head himself. Are you sure you even want this job? There's so many things I'm prepared to teach you if you come to the Relic Management. After all, there's many things you must learn to properly handle relics, but I'll teach you everything you need to know.
Schneeball Cookie, you're gonna scare off all the new recruits if you put it that way. Now then, let's get started on a new assessment. All you've got to do is uncover time relics to preserve in our collection. You've got to know what a time relic is to spot one, though. To put it simply, a time relic is something that holds meaning throughout an entire timeline. Don't get too nervous about the assessment, though. As long as you follow our instructions, you'll be able to pass.
Here's the list of relics we were sent to the Relic Management Division.
Let's see. Broken Churro Branch, used quill, and sugar stones. These all seem a bit too ordinary to be relics. Is this like the divergence points where actually the smaller things that are more important? Don't judge a book by its cover, or rather, don't judge a relic by its simplicity. Time relics are different from the fancy things you might spot in an ordinary museum. Anyway, hop on into the timecraft and let's get going. You all haven't been to technology development yet, right? So I guess you won't know how to pilot one of these. I'll just set it to autopilot. No matter how skilled of a pilot someone is, one mistake and you're gonna end up lost in time. And nobody wants that, so keep your dough off the controls. I'm sure you're all acting on your own will, I'm sure you're all aware acting on your own against instructions will automatically disqualify you from hiring in all timelines, right? Anyway, we're going to start off with a place that you all should have heard of, the City of the Millennial Tree. Oh, this is the city that we've heard so much about. Hey look, there's the cookies for the Churro tribe sleeping tied to the trees over there. I wonder why they're asleep. I swear I saw something about this in the Time Registry's records. The records mentioned that they were put into slumber by Pomegranate Cookie's curse. When the curse is broken, they all wake up. I don't see Churro Cookie anywhere, so I assume the curse is still in full effect on this time period. Wow, how do you remember all that? Honestly, if you don't pass these assessments, call me a K-count. I'd say you're about as smart as one already. Wait, don't get too worked up. The Time Balance Department looks for rational, reasonable cookies after all. However, that does not mean cookies who spend their crucial time at work trying to land jokes will get off without a warning. Sorry. I don't know which one of these branches would count as the Churro branch from the list. How similar do the relics we collect have to be for the research samples? Now look at that, we got a smart question. I'd expect no less for the TBD recruits, believe it or not. Relics have no meaning if they're not the exact relic we're looking for, as there are differences in each timeline. It's nearly impossible to find an exact match across them all. However, similar to relics may appear, which timelines they will have an effect may greatly differ greatly. You have to use your chronometer? Let's call it a chronometer. You have to use a chronometer to analyze the relic and make sure to using it in its correct relic from the correct point in the target timeline. Now look over here. This branch looks as if it's bright red and fully overcome by the curse, but a closer look reveals a green bud proof that there's a green bud on it, proof that the curse is being lifted. This branch is important because it allows us to determine the point in time that served as the divergence triggering the end of the curse. We'll carefully place this in our relic, care to take in. What if the cookies realize that something was taken when they wake up from the curse? I don't want cookies to think I'm a thief or anything. Is there a way to modify the timeline of sleeping cookies? To prevent similar issues, all you have to do is snip off the timeline where the relic was created. Often relics are small, ordinary items that would not be recognizable by anyone outside the TBD, so they don't have too much of a big effect. And there we go. Timeline snipped with the Time Weaver scissors. Now, because of the timeline that created this relic has ceased to exist, there is no possibility for a future where it is inadvertently discovered by explorers or archaeologists. That's kind of sad thinking about it. We've got what we need here, so let's move on to our next site. This is Snowbell Academy. I'm sure all of you have received a holiday present from this academy at one point or another. Well, I can't believe holiday cookies really exist. I feel like a young cookie all over again. How are we supposed to find the right quo here? It's a school. There's quos all over the place. There's some sort of device that will help us find the relics? That, my friend, is our jobs as employees of the Relic Management Division. The ability to uncover irregularities within the ordinary will help you here. Now, no more delay. Let's start searching Snowbell Academy. The principal's office. I'm sure the principal has got the good quos, or maybe in the spirit of the holiday, an experienced holiday cookie would be giving the better quos to their students and have an old used one themselves. I think you're right. Time relics are important to the timeline, so I'd bet it's more likely that they're important places, just like the director's office in the TBD. Heh, great observation. Let's follow that line of thought. Take a peek into the office for the time rift. It doesn't feel right to get rid of the first holiday cookies things. I wish we could keep everything, but that would be against their wishes. Look, that cookie's got an old used quill in their hands. Looks like I had the right idea for looking for the principal's office. The last of the students had taught directly now graduated Snowbell Academy, so now I will rid of this academy of the traces of them, just as they requested. I feel bad getting rid of everything all at once, so I suppose I'll start with the smaller things. Okay, you can throw it away. Right into our hands. Dear old Quill, you've served holiday cookies well since the days of gift delivery. May you now get the rest that you long deserved. And straight into the trash. This is our chance. Get that quill. It's said that the very first holiday cookie used this quill to write everything. With this, we could backtrack and figure out everything that they wrote.
This relic is mine to study. Come on, Schneeball Cookie, I want to analyze this one. What do you say to a fair game of rock, paper, scissors? I don't think it's very professional for you two to act like this in front of our new interns. We may have a problem if you're truly convinced that you'll attract new recruits with such chaotic attitudes. Or is this all part of a bigger plan to show you're ready to hand off the Relic Management Division to a new incoming talent, Dark Fondue Cookie. No, we're all good. We just want to appeal how much of a close-knit division we are. Isn't that right, Schneeball Cookie? Of course, I couldn't do anything without my reliable, trustworthy superior. I'd bet my relics on it. I'll be keeping an eye on you two. I'm sure you're all feeling stale from all that timecraft travel, but there's one step left. We gotta take these relics we gathered to the relic displays, sort them out, and preserve them for further research. The key is preservation, so you've got to be careful. Be prepared to let your own dough crumble before you let so much as a single crumb fall off these relics. Threats of physical violence are not conducted to positive team building, Schneeball Cookie. Especially with new interns. This will be made note of your next performance evaluation. No, my plans... Okay, everyone, please gather the relics and follow me. I'll teach you absolutely everything you need to know.
What's this? It wasn't on our list. It's kind of like the relic we collected at the City Millennial Tree. It's different from the relic we collected, though. We should check it with the chronometer.
It has to be something important. It's even got this super important looking mark on it. Oh, that's the top secret relic that needs to go straight into the director's office.
Maple Taffy Cookie.
Oh, now what's this whole thing doing here? Did any of you touch this?
Nobody touched it.
Now that could have been messy. Good thing it didn't connect to any of your timelines. I've got to take this to the director. Can someone guide the interns to the next division? That's it for Relic Management Division, folks. Great meeting you. I'll hope to see you again. Although I don't genuinely approve of leaving your station, I can't argue if it's the director's orders. I'll take the interns for their next assessments. Everyone follow me, please. The director's office? That must be a really important relic. We're applying what we learned at Snowbell Academy right away. Guess cookies really do learn the useful things at the school, huh? Heh. I'm sure you're all familiar with the clock square, right?
Well, I guess now we're at the clock square, I assume. Please wait a moment. I'd wait, but like, is there anything? How about I just spend the time and just talk to you?
I wonder how many will be left in the end.
Why are you still here? No, anyway.
It seems we have a few moments to spare before the next test. In the meantime, let me introduce the cookie who shall be guiding you.
Oh, more lore. Is it gonna be? No. I think this will be a shorter one just to tell us, like, oh, who it is.
Marble Bread Cookie, please take charge of the interns until their next assessment is ready.
Our division isn't one of the only ones hiring. Why'd you bring them here? Making me uneasy.
Who knows? Maybe one of our new interns will find their calling here. I know you have a tendency to be lazy, but I'm sure showing interns around isn't too much even for you. Or is it?
It's not, but what exactly is in the works for the department to be hiring so many cookies at once?
Well, now, I never heard you be so interested in the affairs of the department. What an encouraging development.
It's not exactly reassuring when you life like that.
I'm just complimenting your improving attitude regarding work. Anyways, I have things to do, places to be. I'll leave the interns to you for now.
This is facilities management. Honestly, if I could, I'd let you all have a break until Dark Fondue Cookie comes back, but might as well show you around, I guess. There's not much to see here. We collect trash and send it off into the time rift. You want to sort out time trash or something?
Wow, this is where all the time I waste goes? Looks like it's like a look into my past.
What would your time be at the TBD? It's just the junk that's left over from what the TBD does.
I mean, he might not be completely wrong. The intro video said unless divergent timelines were trimmed to remove their influence on the core timeline, what happens to trim timelines? Do they end up here in the trash?
I don't think I can answer that question. Probably have to ask the director. Or maybe Dark Fondue Cookie.
Aw, come on, the director's intimidating to puny little interns like us. How can we just go up and ask him, and Dark Fondue Cookie's in charge of evaluating us? That's scary for a whole different reason. You're the only one we can open up to and ask the big questions like this. Come on, Marble Bread Cookie, you're the only cookie we can trust.
All I did was show you trash. This is a tough one. I have to change the subject by bringing up something that they might be interested in. You all watched the intro video, right? What divisions do you want to join? I'll let you know anything I know, even if it might not be much. I want to go into the technology development division and develop something even faster than the timecraft. It directly ties into the research I was doing on supersonic aircraft.
I doubt you'll be able to do that. You heard what happened with the time manipulator. It was a huge divergence point.
I want to go into the emergency neutralization division.
Me too. If it weren't for the END, we would all have gotten caught up in the mess with the dragons. Did you see how Panda Campaign Cookie led that operation? I'm looking forward to the assessment with them. What kind of cookie is in charge of something as important as the time balance department anyway? Aren't you the ambitious one? Already trying to edge your way onto being the next director, huh? But you know what? I'll cheer you on as one of your peers. I really can't say a thing without you wanting to get the final word, can I? Man, the more I look at this, the more it looks like a spaceship or something. You know, I got to experience sitting in a spaceship when I toured Casa. I wonder if the time rift has anything like the deep space.
I'm not against you getting a closer look, but don't go around pressing buttons or anything. Wouldn't want you to get sucked into the time rift.
What is the time rift exactly?
The space between timelines that can't be defined by specific coordinates by any of the TBD's technology. It's also used by employees here to travel between timelines. If you get dragged into the time rift without equipment, your timeline will get all twisted up and even your dough will crumble apart.
Whoa, it's kind of like if a cookie goes out into space without a spacesuit. Can we get a close look at the trash chute? It's fine as long as we don't, like, touch it or anything. This is our only opportunity to see the most advanced shredder in the cookie world has ever seen. Let us sort some time trash. We were all experts in our own fields in our old jobs, you know. Just say the word and we'll do what we can to help.
This isn't the part of your assessment. You can take a break and just look around. Why are you all working so hard? Maybe if you got to the clock square, you could find some cookie to test you on something. Where's Dark Fondue Cookie? She's got to come back and take these interns off my hands. You must be exhausted from all this. Finally, someone who understands me. Hope you pass your assessments. Hopefully you won't cause any problems for me as an employee.
Nobody's here. Of course they aren't. It was obvious he was just trying to get us out of his space. No, look, someone's over there. It's not Dark Fondue Cookie, though.
So, I guess this is where we, don't do... How much more is there of the story? So there's one more part. So maybe we have to do the next evaluation thing. That'll be for the next video. Oh, Timekeeper wants us to do a review. Oh, great. It's Timekeeper. That's fun. All right, well... I can't fall down here, can I? I thought I was just going to die. All right, well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end the video right here because it's like... I should have uploaded this like 1 minute ago, but guess what? I upload late recently. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my kick around content. Then subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. Oh, hiccups. Ah! Stop. Yeah. Also, if you want to see all my social media down below, it's in my card website, We're All Plebs. And the hiccups are back. Okay. Great. I can't stop it. I can't stop it. My card website is in the description. We're all plebs. You can also buy some merchandise at the pleb market, and you can become a pleb by becoming a member for just $1 a month. But above all else, I'll see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I want to give a big shout out to the plebs, aka the members who are supporting the things that I do, being Eduardo Pimentel, Casual Gaming, Jojo Sands, and Wavy Plays Games. Thank you all so much for all of the love and support, and I'm hoping that we can keep on going forward together.